It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not too long from now, the regular season will be coming to a close. But there are still some very heated battles going on for playoff position.
Chicago, Illinois. And with tip-off coming up, we've got...
Well, guys,
interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And both teams are pretty loaded in the front court. Chris, that was your neck of the woods, wasn't it? What's it like in there for the big fellas?
Oh, man, they're going to need a lot of ointment after this game. It's going to be a lot of banging. You're going to be sore. You got to bring your big boy hat. No tears. Don't cry to the ref. Just get ready to wrestle. Let's just manhandle each other. Let's have some fun inside.
I bet you were sore after many games, weren't you, with all the contact inside that lane?
Oh, man, can you imagine taking an elbow from a Mutombo or Shaq right in your sternum? Yeah, you come home and you look at your body sometime, you're like, what is this on me? So it's really physical in there, a lot of stuff that the fans kind of don't see, but you got to love it. You got to be ready for it every night.
Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got Kyle Korver. Jordan is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. There's the pick. 4 on the shot clock. Covington's shot is off. McCollum against Westbrook. Jordan with a screen on McCollum. Ariza against Covington. Picked away. McCollum up top. 12 points his last outing. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Dedmon, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Well, when the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg, they wanted him to revamp the offense. Hasn't exactly gone to plan as the Bulls have struggled on the offense under Hoiberg. However, the team has stayed competitive.
And McCollum with the slam.
Now to respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Westbrook. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And with Hoiberg, he came in wanting to play a more perimeter shooting and up-tempo type of basketball. But the personnel, Chris, just hasn't been a good match.
And part of it is the front office getting players who can't really hurt you from deep. But Hoiberg's responsibility is to make the most of the talent on the roster. It hasn't been an easy path for him with this team's talent.
Now, here's Westbrook. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And I love the confidence and energy Westbrook plays with. Just an excellent scorer once he gets good position inside.
McCollum dishes to Covington. Off target from three-point range. Magic leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Ariza. Jordan the screen, just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Millsap. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. With some arc, Dedmon. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
McCollum is always aware. Fantastic skipping the ball over to the open man.
Outside Westbrook. Over McCollum. Again, the Magic score.
The game is just getting going, and he's already 3 for 4. That's definitely a good sign.
Here's Fournier looking for his first basket still in this one. Jokic a screen. A three from McCollum drills the three-pointer.
McCollum is incredibly dangerous from outside. Awesome at finding available spaces. He shoots it with ease.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. It was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to
Russell Westbrook and one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Ariza in at the three, the small forward. They get it again. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Dedmon. McCollum against Westbrook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. And one thing you have to say about Russell Westbrook, he is an absolute star. I mean, the type of player you can build around and win with. Just the total package on the offensive end of the floor.
Jokic sets the screen for Covington. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Korver passes to Jordan. They set the pick. Jumper off the screen, and Orlando again with the bucket. The numbers Westbrook put up last season in his MVP run, Greg, just staggering.
And you figured his numbers would get a bump, but I don't think anybody could have expected this guy to average a triple-double. I mean, arguably the most impactful superstar in the league.
But they get it back. Here's Dedmon, guarded by Jordan. Dedmon kicks to McCollum. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Westbrook can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 9. Pass to Fournier. Jokic against Millsap. Jokic passes to Dedmon. Jokic a screen. A three from McCollum. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got 8 points.
Gotta like the cleverness of McCollum. A fantastic player who knows how to exploit picks.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Westbrook, kept alive. Here's Jordan, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
McCollum kicks to Jokic. Jokic a screen. For 3, Covington. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dedmon kicks to Jokic. McCollum outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jokic with a screen on Korver. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Fournier.
That's the way to attack. Get it into the post and go to work.
Left side, Westbrook. Good defense by Jokic.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy.
And so it's the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Well, it was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
I was super impressed with their shot selection.
And that will...
And welcome back as we take you for a cruise up the Chicago River. Beautiful, beautiful Chicago, Illinois. Bulls trail by 6. I think it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least one championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan? I guess you'd call that building for the long term.
Robert Covington out there with Jokic. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's McCollum in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the 3 ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
Jokic a screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Westbrook against McCollum. Over McCollum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Dedmon dishes to McCollum. Pass to Jokic. He feeds it to Fournier. McCollum with the screen on Korver. Jokic a screen. Clock at 6. Fournier. That one, no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Fournier against Korver. Feeds it to Westbrook. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready. Kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that about playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because of the coaches I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw an assist out there. So, yeah, I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great. It's an honor to work with you, but I always like to take it. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him, and I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personally, because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it. And so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotions. It's easy just being yourself.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
Korver passes to Westbrook. The shot comes out. Good D by McCollum. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And an all-defense selection, one of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
Jordan with a screen on McCollum. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Bulls trail by 5.
Don't have to be in a hurry. They can hold for the last one.
No question. It's not easy to be patient, but you really don't want to give up an extra possession.
Jokic a screen. Here's Covington. Good D by Ariza. And we've reached the end of the third. Magic lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Make them feel us now, all right? We got to guard them.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Magic leading by 5. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando. Russell Westbrook out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Millsap in at power forward. 4 on the clock. Comes up empty down low.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know Korver is known for his lights-out shooting ability. He's a long-range bomber who continues to shoot at a high clip.
And Chris, you had the chance to play with Kyle Korver in Philadelphia. A decade later, he makes his first All-Star appearance.
Yeah, he's my rookie, the 51st pick of the 2003 draft. Nobody outside of the Korver family expected him to become this talented, but I knew he was going to be a heck of a sniper when I saw him practicing, shooting every day.
Westbrook with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Westbrook's got the ball.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
McCollum kicks to Dedmon. Jokic sets the screen for Covington. And here are the Bulls now. Korver dishes to Westbrook. Jordan with a screen on McCollum. Westbrook passes to Jordan. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on what Fred Hoiberg told his team. He said, we've come this far. Now we've got to give everything left to get this one. And we can do it. So go out there and do it. Guys, we'll see what they can do.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Ariza has the open look. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And the three-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jokic a screen. To halt the run, Covington's shot is off.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Westbrook kicks to Jordan. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Ariza. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Russell Westbrook.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and it kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Jokic a screen. McCollum kicks to Fournier. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Jokic, no good. And it's the Magic's ball. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Westbrook against McCollum. Westbrook kicks to Millsap. Back to Westbrook. From the stripe. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. And a wide open look for McCollum. Knocks down the three ball.
And when McCullough's got it going, you got to keep getting him the rock. An incredible player who continues to get better.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.